Is up, everybody? Oof! I'm super hype. Oh my god. I can't believe no one's really talking about this figure, but I have to say, like, I'm not disappointed in terms of the aesthetic of this figure. It looks creepy. It does it justice. It's a creepy figure. This is the NewBorn from Alien Resurrections, brought to you by Hiya Toys. I'm super excited. This is a kind of a home run. In terms of like the horror aspect of it. It's you know, in my opinion, in the whole Alien franchise, it wasn't scary. You know, after part one, it wasn't really scary, and in part two, the only time you got, you know, like the oh shit level was when you saw the Queen alien. That's like the other oh shit. After that, there was really nothing scary until Alien Resurrection. Now, you could like that movie, hate it all you want. This creature is fucking creepy. And I'm happy that Hiya Toys decided to make this figure, because, oh, it is so creepy. I have gripes with the figure in terms of like how it's constructed. It's very, very flimsy. So like mine's came a little warped on the legs. It is supposed to be a little warped in the first place because it's like a human hybrid xenomorph. With Ripley and the Queen and such like that. So it's supposed to look freaky and stuff like that. So in my opinion, the warpness of the figure itself kind of helps add on to the creepy factor, but it doesn't stand on its own. It took me quite a while to get it to stand like this, and this is how I have to do it. I have to like dig the toe in of the grate and have this foot like really planted into the peg. It doesn't, and it won't stay like this for long. Eventually it starts to droop because the plastic isn't strong enough to hold it up. That's what I think it's going on, because it just starts looping to the side. The legs start bending. But other than that, this figure is pretty. You will definitely probably need another stand. Like I have, you know, my own stands that I got from other figures that I'm gonna use to hold her up. But Jesus, it's creepy. And for those of you guys who, you know, don't know about the you know, this design, I'm just gonna get a close-up for y'all, and it's so creepy. Look at that face only a mother can love, which Ripley's character kinda did love this creature. So creepy, so powerful too. It literally one smacked, you know, it smacked the Queen alien in that movie and knocked her head off with just one smack. It was so creepy. There you go. There goes the... Yeah, no, not sure if I could say what that is. But you know what that is. That's why it's a female. It's so creepy. Look at the design. It looks so good. The paint apps is so good. I like that it looks wet, and like the shadowing is so cool on the figure. Oh, look at the bumps on its back. It's so creepy. It's so lengthy too. It's so different. Like, you don't have to use this figure necessarily for your you know, xenomorph stuff. You could use this in your horror collection if you want. You could get, you know who this reminds me of now that I have it, I'm looking at it? It reminds me of Pumpkinhead. Ooh, Jesus, I would love if Hiya Toys did Pumpkinhead. Oh my god, yeah, this figure has extreme Pumpkinhead vibes. Extreme Pumpkinhead vibes. Now, it is lacking some articulation. It obviously doesn't have the neck for obvious reasons, because its neck was fused. Also in the movie, she could only go like side to side like that, which kind of adds to the creepy factor. Like, watch, I'll show y'all. It would just add to the creepy factor when she's looking. Look at that, so creepy. And as you saw in the photo collage, like, she has really good gripping hands. These hands are the accessory hands that come with the figure itself. I put them on right away because from the promotional pictures, I knew that I was like, this bitch is gonna be able to grab shit, and she can. And these are the regular relaxed hands, which are also cool and creepy looking as well if you want to leave it on. It's so cool. But as you could see with the legs are very flimsy, very, like, you know, like, I'm gonna show you. It's like the plastic itself, look, I'm bending the plastic itself. So mine's already was warped in the package. Like I said before, it adds on to the creepiness for me. But you definitely gonna need probably a different way to stand her up. But let's take a look at the articulation. So she could do a T pose. She could do a T pose. That one's a little stiff. Look at that T pose. How creepy. Super creepy. So she holds her pose. She doesn't get that much of a that's as much as you're gonna get out of that, you know, bend, which is fine. You don't need her to be doing crazy shit. I think the lengthiness adds to her creepiness. She has a really good torso articulation though, like that really does help. These are on ball joints, but I like the way Hiya is doing these lately. They're thickening the ball joint. Even though that's to you guys that, you know, are not experienced with Hiya toys as much, that is a thicker thicker joint than they normally use. So I'm happy about that. It is a ball joint, but it's more like a swivel. It has some movement, you know, rotating, and then it's already doing a spread kind of. That's how they designed the figure. So this is as much as it's gonna get, and it's also just like the Xenomorphs. It has that hinge where it comes down and you could pose it even more. And these are also on ball joints. And then she is double jointed knees. She also has, this is jointed, but mine's is, oh, there you go. I couldn't do this before. So yeah, this is flexing. She also has toe flexation here as well. You don't want to mess with that too much because this is a leg that actually holds her up. So I'm gonna not fuck with that too much. But look at this. This leg is really loose. I think I'm probably gonna put a little bit of brown wash in between and let it dry so she could like stiffen up a little bit, because I don't like that it's so flimsy like that. But yeah, this is the figure, folks. It's so menacing. It's so cool. As you can see here, I have her mates here. This is the lead Xenomorphs from Alien Resurrection that I reviewed previously, and these are the Xenomorphs that were in her film. So I thought I should just leave them in the background. But as for scaling, you can see, I'm gonna do a comparison just right after this, but as I said before, the lead alien Xenomorph from this movie, they are probably the taller versions of the Xenomorphs we've had. And if I fairly put her standing, she is clearly almost leveled with them. Actually, I thought she was going to be taller, but she should be. She's really big. She's supposed to be like this, but that's okay. I'm kind of not having so many gripes with the scaling lately, because the Xenomorphs scale with the marine figures that whatever you're gonna get is Joy Toy, Acid Rain, Jazzawares. It's fine. It's with the Predators that it looks a little wonky sometimes. Like she would look weird with a Predator, because the Predator is almost gonna match her in height a little bit, kinda. But Jesus is such a good figure. But with that being said, we're gonna get into the size comparison, and that's gonna be the fun part, because I'm gonna have some of my other big ones along with her. So stay tuned for that. I'll be right back. And as you can see here, your Alien Resurrection NewBorn Queen, it just towers over any of the soldiers you might have in your collection that are in the 1/18 scale. And I'm just so impressed with how this looks. This is what I was saying before. It doesn't matter how high it scales their Xenomorphs, because it's gonna look monstrous next to any of your human warriors, and I love it, and I super dig it. And onward to some of the Hiya Toys comparison stuff. Oh boy, you can see how she scales with your Predator collection you might have from Hiya Toys. Going from, you know, left to right, we have Battle Damaged, Celtic, Unmasked, Jungle Hunter, Boar, Battle Damaged, Wolf, and the Crucified Armored Predator. And I put Boar right in front of her just to show you how much she towers over them. And it's fantastic. This looks fantastic. Gonna look great in your collection. All right, onward to the Xenomorphs. Whoosh, whoosh. I could barely fit the Crusher in here, but look at how she scales next to, well, these are my favorite xenomorphs that you see here, that you're gonna have from Hiya Toys. I didn't include the Queen Alien because she's too big, but I did include her in the video, the video collage in the beginning, so you could see the scaling at the beginning of the video. But my god, this is great to close out like this. So we have the Alien Crusher, we have the Alien Warrior from Requiem, we have the lead alien from Alien Resurrection, and we have the grid alien from AVP1. And as you can see, she looks great. She may not fit in with your other xenomorphs, but she does fit in her own line with the Resurrection. But again, you probably won't even be using her in that way because she looks like she could just command her own little thing. So I'm just really excited to have the figure. I wish it was more sturdy. That's my only complaint. I wish it was just more sturdy. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys enjoyed. Please remember to leave a like if you enjoyed it. Please comment. Love talking to you peeps. And I think that's it, everyone. Let's take it easy. Peace. This is That Damn Figure Show out.